if you've got an air fryer, this is really good to do. Put your eggs in, and then I do it for about maybe 8 minutes. You could probably do less. You could do bake if you want. The bake setting, which is a bit lower, put it on about 8 and just let that go. And then once they're dry, we'll crush them. Put them in the mortar and pestle here, and we'll just, they're pretty hot. Alright, now they're in. You can hear that they're pretty dried out now, which is nice. And then we want to crush this up, unless you've got a spice grinder, which I've got one somewhere, but I just seem to have this out on the bench all the time, so I use this. And so now they're good, nice sort of, they're small enough to break down a lot quicker, that's for sure. That's what I usually get it to, that sort of consistency. There still might be some bigger pieces in there, but that's okay. Alright, so I've just going to put it in this pot here, which is one of my dwarf Maya lemons. You can see it's got lots of flowers on it, which is nice. It's doing really well. I'll just zoom out. For a small little tree, it's really doing quite well, considering it's in a pot as well. This is the first year it's fruit. We got fruit off it, and there's some more. There's one up there. But yeah, we've just taken some fruit off. It's had about 5 or 6 fruit I just took off last week. I've just taken back the wood chips, just put it into a little bucket. You can already see I've got remnants of eggshells that I did last week. Another thing is, from the wood chip, the soil's beautiful. Like, look at that, it's great. And that's from the wood chips. So you can just put this in like this. If I want to do all of it, you don't have to. That's quite a bit. And then I'll put the coffee. I'll try and do one hand. And I'll just sort of break that up a bit. And the coffee full of nitrogen. The eggshell's full of calcium. And then you can just scrape it in a bit. Just work that into the soil a bit, so it starts to absorb, starts to get broken down from all the microbes and all the activity in the soil. And then I'll put the wood chips back on. Get those out of the way. Okay, that's done. Yeah, the fruit trees particularly, because they're such heavy feeders, they love it. So yeah, start doing that, and you'll definitely notice with your pots particularly. I mean, I only do this for pots because of all the potting plants I've got. It works really well. I started doing this about maybe 6 months ago. I've been doing coffee, but now with the eggshells like this, and it works really well. You start to get all this flower, I mean, all the flowers on this thing, it's unbelievable. And that only really started happening probably the last 6 to 12 months. This thing really kicked off. Before, it was looking very yellow, like the leaves were very, very yellow. So it needed a good feed. So I started doing a bit of, a lot more composting and breaking down stuff and feeding the soil, and now it's looking nice.